Welcome back. We are online, in orbit, and watching you from space. And we can see that your body is going through some changes right now, but don't worry. When I was your age, I would say six-legged isopods who could speak on Talk? Yes? Would you like to do a war? No.
All your base are belong to us.
Do you have a favorite war, Talk? Of course! Who doesn't? Imagine you are an Australian farmer in 1932. Now, imagine that you have been hit hard by the Great Depression. And imagine that just when things were at their bleakest, your farm was invaded by these. The Emu War proved that these creatures are fast, these creatures are smart, and these creatures can take up to 10 bullets to kill. 20,000 emus invaded, 986 were killed, and 9,860 bullets were fired. This proved a decisive victory for all emu kind. Very amusing. Here, I got your gift. Thanks. I hate it. Careful, buddy. Wars have been started for less. Look, over there, a diplomatic solution to all human conflict. Ready? Psych. Speaking of which, it could be argued that psychological warfare is both the most effective and prominent form of conflict on the planet. Used not only by foreign aggressors, but also by the terrorists in government and advertising.
This episode was sponsored by Moose Kalua, Mia Khalifa's moose meat infused immune boost liqueur.
Yes. In the Persians would strap cats to their armor when fighting the Egyptians in 525 BC. This produced a great deal of psychological trauma for the Egyptians, who had a culture of shaving their eyebrows when a cat died, and then grieving.
Until they grew back.
Yep. I think we've been hacked. That sounds like a crude segue into a cyber warfare discussion. Indeed, and here we see the world's cyber attacks taking place in real time. Stocks, yeah. Stocks, yeah. The Earth is submerged in a global cyber war that continues to escalate and becomes more sophisticated as computers evolve. It's beautiful, really, but what happens if one of these gets in here? Typical. Are we the future of mechanized warfare? Perhaps if Boston Gymnastics got their way. Although the bipedal body type is not necessarily the most proficient, current mechanical warfare prefers something less likely to fall on its face. That's true. In fact, humans are only the second most proficient killers on the planet. The award has to go to the bacteriophage, who murders up to 40% of the bacteria in the oceans daily. They are also living in your eyes at this very moment. Good thing you are not on the genocide for breakfast menu. However, research is being done into using phages to specifically target bacteria that are immune to antibiotics. But cafeteria. Bacteritating. Wargames. Simulated violence is the best kind. Say that again once I've simulated your ass into a fine paste. No, on Homeworld, all war is conducted in virtual reality, using everything from fistfights to opposing starfleets. Players wager valuable assets, such as favors, resources, or territory, on each human conflict. And it is the primary source of entertainment for the population. And second most
popular pleasure activity is exploring alien planets and broadcasting our findings back home. Smile, Earthlings. The whole galaxy is watching.
Talk about the Polish winged hussars. Look at this man sitting on the horse with wings of bird. Huh? Look at his arsenal. Lances, 2 pistols, 2 swords, the warhammer. Imagine 3,000 of these animal hybrids were decisive in the Battle of Vienna when they mounted the greatest cavalry charge in human history. And their horses were bred so powerful that selling them outside the Polish-Lithuanian territories was punishable by death, which is more than I can say for most of you. Cavalry charge some ointment from a medical supply wagon to provide relief from that bird, Earthlings.
It really is a never-ending war zone down there. On Homeworld, it's completely different, obviously, because everyone just looks like us.
It takes the conceptual realization that we are all the same consciousness on a global scale to put an end to conflict once and for all. Most intelligent species achieve this at some point around the agricultural revolution. However, to reach the space age while still at war is a galactic record.
But do not despair. Once you populate the entire solar system, legally, any alien race can come and invade your territory, and we can all look forward to the incredible sight of anti-matter bombardment spreading outwards from the sun to the Oort cloud. Thank you for joining us on this campaign. For further content, please like and subscribe. If you want to support us, there's a link in the description to Patreon, and you can always follow us on In Orbit Instagram.
And if you want to express your earthling ideas in the comments below, we will be addressing those in a future episodes. Until then, remember, silence is the ultimate weapon of power. Join us next time when we will talk about In Orbit, out.